guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather and you are watching Goo Review. I am so excited for today's video, so excited. So today we're going to be talking about an eyeshadow palette that I just picked up. Well, I didn't just pick it up, I just got it in the mail today. It took about a week for it to get here. The shipping time was not too terrible, but we are talking about a new Morphe palette. This is new to me, it's not new to Morphe. I have not even touched this and I am so excited. I'm not wearing any eye makeup today. We're going to do a review, we're going to do a first impressions, swatches, you name it. I am so excited. So the packaging is really nice. It comes in bubble wrap sleeve, hard case packaging, really nice. Open this up, maybe. Oh yeah, look at that. You get 35 eyeshadows in here. And the plastic is blinding you, I'm sorry. But you remove the plastic here. Incredible! I am so excited for this. This is the 35R palette. I know everyone was like super into the 35O palette as well as the Jaclyn Hill palette right now. However, I wanted to try something that a lot of people aren't talking about. The thing about Morphe is, you know, just going off on a little tangent here, Morphe is like one of those brands that I've never tried. I've always been kind of afraid to try. I wasn't really sure if I would trust some of the reviews that I was seeing because a lot of the reviews that you see on Morphe products are Morphe affiliates. Now, I'm totally not against affiliates with brands and stuff like that. I think that's amazing. I think that's a huge YouTube career accomplishment. If you really believe in a company and you want to do affiliate things with them, that is amazing. And, you know, you really should pat yourself on the back. I think that's awesome. But I can understand why a lot of people have kind of these biased views as to why, you know, the concern of trying a product, if somebody's endorsed to talk about a product, they're obviously not going to sit there and be like, well, this product sucks, you know, I don't like it, but they pay me to talk about it. Obviously, you're not going to do that. So one of the things I do like about Morphe is that they do have a lot of affiliates. You can watch their videos. There's tons of them. I'm not going to name any of them. You can just Google it and you'll find it all over the place. I did use an affiliates link to get a discount. I used one of my favorite YouTubers. I personally think that's amazing. They get a small commission of that and I get a % of money off. I'm all about saving money. I'm also all about helping to support a person whom I trust, enjoy watching. You know, I think it's great. Everybody's helping everybody out. You get a discount and they get some commission. So, that aside, I don't have any affiliate links. I am nowhere, you know, affiliated with Morphe whatsoever. I finally decided to try it. I decided to try a palette that not a lot of people talk about, that you don't see a lot of on YouTube, such as like the Jaclyn Hill palette, the 35O palette, you know, things like that. The 35R palette is based on golds. It did come with a little card here. There's no shade names on any of these, but it does say, all eyes on you, bring the regal look of gold to everyday life with richly pigmented shadows in 35 shades. Introducing our newest palette, Ready, Set, Gold. It retails for $22.99. The shipping, I believe, is close to $8. If you spend $75 or more on Morphe's website, you do get free shipping. I'm the type of person that likes to fill up my cart with things until I get free shipping. I always fall into that trap. But for some reason, I just, you know, I only wanted this one palette. I wasn't looking to spend $75, so I didn't mind paying the shipping. And like I said, it didn't take too long to get here. It actually got here sooner than what was predicted that it would get here. So the 35R palette, just from first impressions, not even swatching it, the packaging is nice. I am kind of disappointed. The price point is good, but I am slightly disappointed that there's not a mirror in this big palette. You've got all this space up here and no mirror at all. It's just plastic. The plastic is very flimsy. I don't know if you can see that I can bend it. It does feel kind of cheap on the lid, but the shade selection is really, really nice. It looks like you get 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, or no, I'm sorry, 15. Apparently I can't count. You get 15 really high shine kind of metallic looking shades. It looks like you get 2 satins in here and 4, 8, as well as 18 mattes in here. These are a mix of like really neutrals, mostly warm colors. It really is a beautiful palette. I'm very excited. A lot of these shades do look pretty similar on camera, but in person they are really different. So I think what I want to go ahead and do is swatch these, but I need to, before I cover myself in eyeshadow, I do need to grab my makeup wipes. Okay, so I have my makeup wipes. We're all ready to swatch. Let me put down my tea here. I'm not sure how I really want to do this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the mattes, and we're going to go one row at a time. We're going to start with the shade on the outside and work our way up. I'm going to do a doot doot and then swatch it, that way you guys know. And I'm going to try to do my best to use the same amount of pressure for all of these. Okay. Now, like I said, this is my first time touching this, so this really is a genuine first impression for me. Okay, so far this first row of mattes is pretty nice. They seem like they're going to be pretty easy to blend. They're pretty nicely pigmented and they are super soft. Now, the thing about Morphe's formula, and I do apologize if I'm incorrect, but last time I checked, their powders do contain talc. And that is why it's such a low price point. If you have a sensitivity to talc, definitely stay away from this because that is the primary ingredient in this. I wonder if their ingredients list is on here. Okay, it is on here. Talc is the first ingredient, so there is a lot of talc in this. Mica, magnesium stearate, trimethicone, dimethicone, lots of silicone type ingredients in here. Mica and titanium dioxide, iron oxides, hydroxide green. That is an ingredient that is not lip safe. You do not want to put that on your lips. So make sure you're using this for your eyes and not using any of these as highlighters for your lips because hydroxide green is not safe. Ultramarines. If you have any allergies to lake dyes, there's a lot of lake dyes in here, so you want to stay away from that. Net weight is 56.2 grams or 1.98 ounces. So just to kind of give you a little background on that. We're going to do the second row now. Swatch these guys. I am using my thumb, so one of these swatches is going to be fat. But there's 5 in each row. And I have 5 fingers. Okay, these are nice. I'm not mad at these. Again, these are still the mattes. The pigment is getting progressively better and better as we go. So far, I'm liking it. I'm not disappointed. I'm really excited for this for fall. That's one of the reasons why this called to me, because I've told you guys before, fall is my favorite time of the year. And there's the satin, it looks like. I'm so ready for pumpkin spice lattes. Anybody else with me on that? Like, I know that sounds so basic, but I just, oh, hello. I don't even care. I love pumpkin spice. This I'm super excited about, especially some of these, like this one right here, like, hi pigment, hello. The cream shade is really pigmented too. Okay. We're going to go to the last row of mattes. That was the one that had 2 satin finishes in it. So not necessarily metallic and not quite matte. They've got a nice sheen to it. I'm trying to like dry my arm off. I don't have anything on my arm, by the way. I didn't put any primer, lotion, anything like that on there. So bare arm swatches. And you guys will see me apply these with brushes. Gosh, these are nice. Now that one's a little patchy, but it blends out nice. That is the last row of mattes. I'm trying to get it to where you can actually see them, but for some reason it's not focusing. Representing Bowie today. So far I'm pretty impressed with the mattes. Again, the thing with swatches is just because they finger swatch a certain way does not mean that they will apply onto the eyes the same way. So I'm interested to see how these are going to wear on the eyes. I'm just so excited. Like, I know I'm all over the place, but I can't contain my excitement. We're going to go to this row now, the first row of shimmers in the 35R palette. Ooh, these are super soft. Holy crap. Like, even just on my fingers, I can already tell you just like how excited I am for this. I'm going to move these swatches a little bit closer. Oh, down the wrist! Ah! It's so pretty! Oh my god, this screams fall. Ooh, I want to use you as a highlight. Well, damn. It's like I'm trying to juggle. Can you guys see that? Gorgeous. The one that's kind of hiding from you, I swatched it with my thumb, so it's like hard to see it, but whatever. That's definitely going on my eyes today anyways. I'm not sure what kind of look I want to do with this yet. I'm just playing, so things can get really out of hand really quick with this. I can tell you that right now. I literally just want to put every single one of these on my eyes. They're so beautiful. And I'm not noticing a lot of kick up, but then again, I am using my fingers, so it could be a whole nother ball game once I start using brushes. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. These metallics are I'm living for. Like, I'm seriously dying over right now. And there's some more metallics. They're so pretty. I wish the lighting in here was so much better because these swatches and this lighting is just not doing it enough justice. Hopefully the look I can create on my eyes will kind of show you guys and give you an idea of how these products wear. We are now doing the very last row, this row right here in the 35R palette. Let's swatch these. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Okay. Holy hell. Oh my god. So far, I'm pretty impressed. I'm not gonna lie. And like I said, this was $22, and you can look up an affiliate's link. I'm sure one of your favorite YouTubers has one, and you can save a couple bucks and help support their brand. So, just saying. And, you know, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to do that either. Okay, this might be my favorite row. Can we talk about that black for a second? Like, oh my god, that's like night sky. It's beautiful. And it's not even really all that metallic. It's like got a beautiful sheen to it. I've never seen a color like this before, ever. And they don't really want to go anywhere, so that's good news. The pigment on these is insane. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That was like the quickest like 35 shades swatch I've probably ever done in my entire life. So far they seem super blendable, very pigmented, nice and soft, buttery, easy peasy. Like I've rubbed my arm raw now. So now for the fun part, we're gonna try these out. I don't have all day to do a wear test to figure out if these are long lasting or not. I really don't have time for that. So what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna get my mirror all situated right here so I can see, because there's not a mirror in the palette. Okay, let's do it like this. There we go. All right. I am first going to prime my lids with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the original. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I don't hate it, but I honestly think the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eye primer or the Milani eye primer is better, in my opinion, and I think it works better, honestly. And it's a lot cheaper. That's the best part. It's a lot less expensive. So I'm just going to pat this all over the eye so we have a nice sticky base, especially with some of these metallics. I'm not going to use a setting spray with any of these or use them wet. I'm mostly interested to see how these wear without, you know, some extra oomph behind them. And we're just going to set that real quick. Damn, this thing just does not want to open. Ah! Okay. I'm going to set it with this creamy shade right here. We're just going to place that, fluff it all over the lid. I'm using a Real Techniques brush. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush. I actually like this for setting my eye primer. So we're going to just do that real quick. All over, up into the brow bone. I do have my brows already filled in, so we're not going to worry about that today. Honestly, this is not, I'm not hating this so far. Even just that one shade, that's actually a really nice, like, setting shade for me. It brightened them a little bit. It actually got rid of all of my veininess in my eyelids. So, yeah, so far, so good. Some of my brushes are really dirty. Don't judge me. Like, I can't be the only one on YouTube who's like, I don't wash my brushes every day. Honestly, I just take a paper towel. Like, I wash them at least twice a month, maybe. I just get rid of the extra shadow and product on a paper towel. We are going in with this big fluffy crease brush. This is by BS Mall. It doesn't have a name on it. It's just their fluffy crease brush. I'm actually still trying these out. So far, I'm really, really loving them. I mentioned them in a haul video that I uploaded. What color do we want to go into? Okay, we're going to go into this shade right below the shade that I used to set all over the lid. We're going to use that in the transition. We're just going to tap. I'm going to get rid of the excess. Honestly, I feel like an artist like painting with how big this palette is. That's one thing that, you know, is kind of nice but also kind of a downer, is that this palette is so big that it's not really going to be travel friendly. This is blending out really nice. Really nice. And it's very pigmented. Okay. That was literally just like one and done. I need to blend a little more. Honestly, that's a little dark for a transition color. I probably should have chose one of the lighter shades, but we're just having fun. I'm not going anywhere after this, so. Do you guys ever play with makeup like before you go to bed? Like you take off all your day-to-day makeup and you decide you want to try a new look or a new technique or a new product. So you like, take off your makeup and then you put it back all on again. Just so you could like walk around the house or something with it on, see what you think, and just kind of play around. Can't be the only one, can I? I mean, that's kind of a ballsy move to try a new look or a new product or a new technique. You've got important things to do and places to be and people to see. I don't think I'm that confident. Now, by no means am I a makeup artist, so, don't get it twisted here. If this doesn't look perfect and you want to come at me, whatever. I'm not going to care either way. I'm just having fun, so that's all that matters. Come at me. I really don't care. This is not by any means a tutorial whatsoever. YouTube doesn't need another beauty guru. Now, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here, but it seems like I'm getting more payoff on this side, than I am the other side. So we're going to go in a little bit more. Okay, there we go. These blend out super nice. I feel like I'm not spending a terrible amount of time blending, but I'm not by any means like quickly blending this out. I'm spending less time on these blending than I do the Lorac palettes, but I feel like the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, I have an easier time and a quicker time blending things out. It's kind of like throw it in and done, foolproof. I am noticing I'm having an easier time packing the product where I want it and then going in and blending because these are pretty pigmented. We are going to look for a smaller brush here real quick. Okay, here we go. This is more of a precise, like a tapered blending brush. This is from BS Mall as well. Oh man, this is like, now that the transition's done, it's like, I don't know. I could take this look in so many places. Let me think. Let's get creative. Okay, we're going to go into this. We're going to go into this pink purpley color right next to the shade that we just put in the transition. Super pigmented, as you can see. I just barely tapped it in there. So far, I'm not seeing a lot of fallout. Like, you can see the palette still looks nice and clean, not a lot of fallout at all. So that's pretty nice. And I'm literally just going to tap this into the inner corner, or I'm sorry, the outer corner. Just to kind of add a little bit of depth, and we're going to take that into the crease. We are going to darken up the outer corner, so this is by no means a final step for that outer corner. Pretty. I wish there was some way like I could put this all over my face. Eesh. I just noticed that the way I have my filming area set up right now, you can totally see my painting in the background. I normally try to keep it hidden, but for copyright issues, but oh well. I mean, I guess at this point I am wearing a David Bowie shirt, so really there's not much they could really do about it. got like 15 subscribers anyways, which I'm very appreciative of, so thank you so much for that. I love all of you, and I appreciate all of your love and support. Sincerely, I do. Alright, let's deepen that up with this dark, like plummy brown color right above the shade that we used to, now that one does have a little bit of kick up, but not bad at all. That was the shade that we used all over the lid to set our primer. Oh my god, this blends like so nice. I am actually using a Lamora blending brush. These brushes are fantastic. This was also part of that haul video. These brushes are so inexpensive on Amazon. I'm actually doing a full haul, test and try video update basically, or any of the new things that I hauled for that video I will be doing an update on. But just like a little update right now, so far I'm digging them. They are a lot less expensive than the Real Techniques brushes, which is so surprising because Real Techniques is amazing, but they are a little bit pricier. However, they're still drugstore prices, so it's not like, you know, some of these really expensive brushes. Brushes can get super expensive, especially depending on what they're made out of. Blue squirrel hair is super expensive brushes. Any of the non-synthetic brushes are going to be really expensive. I do not like real haired brushes just because they are obviously not cruelty free, and they're not vegan friendly, and they're very, very high maintenance in my opinion. You really got to take care of those or they will fall apart. And to me, for the price, I would rather have well working junky brushes, or not even junky brushes, you know, that's not even the right phrasing. I'd rather have brushes that are inexpensive that do the job just as well. That way, if I were to destroy one or lose one, or, you know, if my fiance leaves the toilet seat up and I drop it in the toilet, that's happened, and I'm not fishing it out, I will just go out and replace it and buy a new one. Alright, now that we've got the outer corners really blown out, I'm going to go back into the transition shade right below this one, so this one here. I'm just going to use that to try to help blend some of this out. You can see there's a little bit of kick up. Well, maybe. Yeah, a little bit of kick up on there, but not bad. And we're just gonna really blend that out. Make sure there is no harsh difference between the shades. Again, if you don't like how I do my makeup, you don't have to watch, but whatever. And then I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and just make sure there is no harsh lines. This is really smoky. Obviously, this is not like a wear every day kind of look. This is a I just got a brand new palette and don't know where to stop look, obviously. The more, the more. This kind of makes me want to go to a bar for karaoke night. You guys ever done karaoke night? I haven't. I like to go to watch karaoke. One of my favorite bars local in town, they do karaoke every Monday, and it is very nice to go and just kind of watch and hang out. Especially, you know, I get off work kind of late on Mondays, and it's the start of my weekend, so whenever we get there, usually people are already, like, you know, pretty far gone, and they're just having a great time and enjoying their life and partying. I think what I want to do is I want to line my upper waterline. If you guys are kind of squeamish, like, do not watch this part, obviously. Do I want to go black or brown? We're going to line the upper rim with black. Whew. I don't typically do this, but with how smoky this look is, I really want my lashes to, like, pop. I'm using the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in black. This is the only one that doesn't smudge horribly on me. Sorry, it's like really hard to talk and do this. I wonder if you guys have ever tried anything from Morphe. Comment down below. Let me know if you've tried anything from Morphe. What some of your favorite products are. I really would like to try their setting spray that everyone is talking about, but it is always sold out. Can't get my hands on it. Plus, I think since it's in an aerosol, it can't be air shipped, so it might have to be ground shipped, so it might take a while for it to get to me, and I really just don't have patience for that. I wish we had a Morphe store in Indiana. I know in California they have a Morphe storefront. That would be neat. So far, I'm really liking this. Okay, now that we've got the upper eyes lined, we're gonna play with some shimmer. Shimmer. Alright, I'm gonna take this Urban Decay Naked brush, the 88MNUF is all it says. I don't know if that's actually what the brush is called. It came in the Naked palette, but it's actually a pretty decent brush, honestly. Like, it's not bad at all. Is this the packing brush I want to use? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I am going to take, oh my god, I don't even know where I want to go with this right now. I'm going to take this color, this really pretty rosy color, all over the lid. And I'm just going to pack that on. Holy crap. Yes. I'm noticing a tiny bit of fallout underneath my eyes, but not a ton. And it's mostly with the metallic shade, not so much the mattes. So if you're really going to go ham on the metallics, do your eye makeup before your face makeup. Just a little tip there. Oh my gosh, like, you don't even really need to wet these. I can't even imagine, like, how intense and pigmented these would be if you were to wet them with the setting spray first. Like, oh my gosh. I am living for this right now. This lighting just does not do it justice at all. Okay. And now I'm going to go to the shade below it, and I'm going to use that to highlight the center of my lid. Remember, more is more. More is always more. That's pretty. I'm honestly, this shade that I'm packing on right now is literally so pretty. I'm so tempted to put this on my face to see if it wears as a highlighter, because it's not super chunky for a metallic, in all honesty. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Alright, next I'm going to go in with a pencil brush, maybe. Here we go. Here's a pencil brush. I'm going to go in with this pencil brush. This is the Lamora Detailed Pencil Brush. And I'm going to go into that plummy shade that we put on. This one right here. And I'm going to go right under the lower lash line. Just nice and soft. And then I'm going to line my eyes. That's pretty. The faces we make when doing our makeup, am I right? Like, okay. I have two eyeliners here. I'm trying to figure out what color I want to go. I think I want to go with the lighter brown because I really want the shadow to kind of be the star of the show. If you guys didn't notice, I kept the rest of my makeup before I started filming pretty neutral except for my lip. I knew I was going to do a really warm color because a lot of these are warm gold colors. So I kept my lips warm and I just kept everything else pretty neutral. Alright. That's not my brush. Next we're going to go into... We're going to go into this one right here. This warm, kind of like a smoky plum color. And we're just going to really smoke out the under eye. And then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just make sure everything is nice and blended. We are bringing on the smoky look today, guys. Oh my gosh, so smoky. Okay, next we're going to do brow bone highlight. This is the Lamora Angled Shader Brush. Oops. I like to use this for my brow bone. I'm going to take the same creamy color that we used all over to set the primer as a brow bone highlight. I prefer, with smoky looks, matte brow bone highlights. That's just my preference. If you want to go metallic, go metallic. And that's the fun thing about makeup. There really is no rules. Don't let anybody tell you there's rules, because that's not true. That's bullshit. I am going to take this shade right here that we packed all over the middle of the lid. Can't see it. Oh, now you can. We're going to take this color. We're going to use that as an inner corner highlight. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. These just really pack a punch. I'm honestly really glad I went out of my comfort zone to try this palette. I was one of those people who's just like, well, if they're sponsored to say it, then how do I know if it's just them being honest or if it's their actual opinion? But you know, I figured you might as well try it. Okay, I think this look is pretty much done. I'm happy with it. We're gonna curl these lashes. It always freaks me out seeing people curl their lashes on YouTube. It's like not that cute. I'm just using a cheapo Revlon eyelash curler, nothing fancy. They all pretty much do the same, and this one fits my eyes pretty good, so we're going in, obviously, with the They're Real mascara in black. Again with the faces. I wish I could be like one of those girls that look like pretty and dainty and magical while putting on my makeup, but in all honesty, it's like terrifying. I think I look more scary trying to do my makeup than I do without any makeup on at all. Honestly, most days I'm not wearing much makeup, if any at all. But when fall comes around, all I want to do is wear makeup. Pretty. I'm not hating this. So, first impressions from applying it. Really easy to blend. Very pretty. I wish the lighting was better. I really like it. The shades are super fun to play with. The price point is there. It's right. I love it. The packaging is not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. The fallout is not horrible. Surprising. And it cleans up nice and neat. I love this palette. Honestly, I want to try more from Morphe. I really like this palette. Again, like I said, like 100 times in this video, it's the 35 art palette, 35 eyeshadows. I wish this would, okay, there we go. It's stunning. Again, unfortunately, on camera, they do all look very similar and the same, but opening it up, they're not. And that was one of the things that I had the biggest issue with on their website, is seeing that they all looked very, very similar. They're all very different. In all honesty, these are all very different. I do now want to try the Jaclyn Hill palette and the 35O palette. Maybe that'll come in a future video, but so far, if we were to look at packaging and, you know, give it a grade from A to F, I would say that packaging is a B-. Shipping time, B-. Shadows, the color selection, A+. Formula, A+. Blendability, A. I'd say just a solid A. I don't know about wear time. Like I said, I'm not going to wear this all day. I might update you guys in a future video and let you know how this is wearing if you guys are interested in seeing that. But other than that, that is the Morphe 35R palette. Super excited that I got to try this out for the first time with you guys. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe so you can be part of the Goo Crew, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!